You have the right to speak with an attorney and to have an attorney present during any questioning. You sure you want me to go on, Chief? This is Luis's sister.
Look, I don't like this any more than you do. But Teresa has to be arrested for the attempted murder of Ivy Crane.
Ethan, I'm glad you're here. You need to stop this from happening right now. Teresa went to the execution chamber for you. She jumped down an elevator shaft to save your life. You cannot let her go to prison for a crime you know in your heart she didn't commit.
Please place one hand on top of your head.
Look, Whitney, there's nothing I can do to keep Teresa from being arrested. It is not that I've forgotten about all the selfless acts that she has done, but it is what she is accused of now that's the problem.
Yeah, but Teresa has a little baby boy at home. A son named after you. And if Teresa's arrested, she'll be taken completely away from him.
No, he's right. What if he Lily wakes up tonight and I'm not there for him?
Don't worry, Teresa. I'll take care of Lilithan tonight.
Thank you, Gwen.
Gwen is even pitching in to help, and she's not even a fan of Teresa.
Look, I know.
Ethan, what is wrong with you?
I would like to believe Teresa's version of what happened with my mother on top of those stairs. But in order for me to believe that, I have to believe that my mother is a liar. Not only that, I have to believe that my mother attempted to kill herself just to frame Teresa, and that is ridiculous. What do you think, Fox?
Well, I agree with you that Ivy would never try to intentionally kill herself, but come on, I think she's more than capable of trying to make Teresa look bad.
But to risk her own life to do so? I mean, do you really think Mother would do that?
The Ivy I know would never do anything to deliberately put her life in danger.
None of you know the real Ivy. But you know Ivy from over 20 years ago. She has changed since then. And Ethan, you know the loving and caring Ivy her other children don't, not even Fox. But I know the real Ivy. And yes, she is a monster. A monster who would do anything to get what she wants, anything.
Damn it, Teresa, my mother. My mother is not a monster. You saying that she is only makes things look worse for you.
I know this is difficult for you to hear. I mean, she's your mother and you love her. But I know what she did. She released the brake from her wheelchair. She deliberately allowed herself to fall backwards down the stairs.
Teresa, please.
I'm not lying about this. I didn't try to kill her.
But we all heard what you said. You said you were going to get rid of my mother for good. Okay, those words are incriminating to say the least.
I know what I said, Ethan, but it wasn't because I was out to try to kill your mother, okay? I just didn't want her to move back to the mansion.
Even though you lied and said you did.
Ethan, Ivy has been a Crane for over 20 years. And you know how that can affect people. Remember how the Cranes turned on you when they found out that you were really Sam Bennett's son? They cut you off without a second thought. They erased every trace of you from the mansion. They made it seem as though you never existed. Being a Crane means having absolute power, getting your way all the time, and that kind of lifestyle can turn anyone into a monster. And I'm sorry, Ethan, but it has turned your mother into one. She's a monster who risked her own life just to ruin mine.
You're saying that living in the Crane Mansion has turned Ivy into a monster, and you have to admit it's possible that you being there these past few years has changed you too.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm not the same sweet, innocent teenager I was when I went to work at the mansion as Ivy's assistant.
I never thought you were innocent, Teresa.
The point is, I wanted to be in the mansion because I loved Ethan. And the only thing I knew about being a Crane was what I read in the society column and magazines, you know, articles about the glamour of the good life. And yeah, I'll admit I was dazzled by the mansion and all the money and yeah, the power. But then I soon realized that there was another side to the Crane lifestyle. And it wasn't just a darker side. It was evil, pure evil. And I tried to fight it. I saw that there was no happiness in that house. All all that money, all that power, and no happiness. So yeah, Gwen, maybe I have been affected. But being in that mansion did not make me try to kill Ivy. Now, Ethan, I understand your reluctance in believing me, but you have to.
I'm sorry. I can't believe you. But I will. I will get you a good lawyer, and I'll even try to get Mother to take a lesser charge. That's all I can do.
You're kidding, right? Because this is what Ivy wants. She wants me out of the house and away from you all in one shot. You will never get Ivy to change her mind, Ethan. You know, the only way that Ivy will recant her story about me trying to kill her is if she had something more important on her agenda. Like if Ivy were to trade my future for one with your father.
So you've gone too far, right? Ivy is not a monster.
I'm sorry, Chief Bennett, but it's the truth. You know, sometimes men are blind when it comes to a woman's faults.
Well, you should be glad for that. And Ethan's love for you kept him blind to your faults for years. Fortunately, he's finally seen the light.
Ethan only saw the light when you got pregnant. And if you weren't carrying his child, I would be his wife right now.
Look, Gwen is offering to take care of little Ethan. Maybe you should ease off, okay? Chief Bennett, do you really have to arrest Teresa?
Look, I have no choice. Unless Ivy recants her story, Teresa's going to jail. McConnell, it's time to take Teresa down to the station house to book her.